Just trying to improve each week, and I think we've done that. Run defense, to be specific, from each week, and just eliminating explosives and knowing running back of his caliber. All he needs is an inch, a little slither of space to get going. And so that was the biggest emphasis this week is really eliminating him and forcing him to make somebody else beat us.
That's actually good. It's kind of interesting how you say that limiting the big plays, because for the most part, your run defense, it feels like you're not like giving up 4 and 5 yard chunks. It's usually bottled up and then the big play happens. Is that, I guess, more frustrating, or does it give you guys, I guess, more hope when you look back, like, okay, if we just limit this, like, we're going to be okay?
Yeah, I mean, that's always what it is, you know. When you look at the games that we've lost, we didn't play well. It was always a run here and there. It was always this or that, which leads to points and leads to us losing. And so, like I said, the biggest emphasis was eliminating that and bullseyeing on number 7. We know that's their guy, and I thought we did that.
On a week like that, I know that it's a team effort, and we heard Mike say, pack mentality to stop him, but just as like the guy in the middle of the field all week, when you hear about how great the running back is on the other side, does that fire you up any more throughout the week? Do you take more responsibility upon yourself when you enter a game like this?
Yeah, I mean, me personally, me just playing linebacker, like I like those matchups, and I'm actually, I'm a fan of his. You know what I mean? I love the way that he runs the ball. Love what he's done here in the NFL. So when you get those matchups, it's a little different, and that's not a discredit to anybody else in this league. Everybody can play in this league, but when you get those type of matchups, me personally as a linebacker, you kind of looking at the chops a little bit and like, man, all right, we got a real matchup this week, and it's a little bit more added to going into the game. So.
What was your mindset individually, the way you kind of came out on fire that first half? 3 tackles for loss, a sack, and it seemed like you were just all over the field making plays.
Yeah, I mean, I was the one who made the plays, but it's really, when you go back and look at the tape, it's from everybody doing their job. And when everybody does their job, somebody's got to make the play. And I happened to be in the right place at the right times there in the first half. And so D-line playing well, holding up to, allowing me to run through. DBs covering well, allowing me to get in the backfield, get a sack. And so those are the things that they won't still show up on the stat sheet for them. But those are the things of how you make those collective plays, is everybody doing their job. There's plenty of plays in the past where it's like, oh, man, I was right there for the sack, but somebody wasn't covering well, right? Or he's right there to make the play, but somebody didn't hold the edge. And so I think it just worked out in our favor today.
How do you explain how a team has a turnaround of losing 31-6 in Cleveland one week, come out the next week, and you win the way you guys did out here today?
I mean, you can be like that. If you got any fight in you, you'll get up the next day and like, all right, win, lose, or draw, I'm going to fight. Not going to roll over and allow every team to play us, just beat us 31-6. And so this whole week, I think guys were upset, as we've been all season, right? But using that anger and channeling it into the preparation. Like we said, defensive emphasis was stopping 7. Using that anger from losing to the Browns the way that we did and channeling it right here on Sunday, like I said, it worked out in our favor today.
All right, JB.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks, sir.
Coach will be next.